talked about the forearm having 3 fists width, and there are different zones. And when I'm in the middle zone, I control both ends of the bone. Okay? So if we're crossed wrist to wrist in the first fist, he can sweep me aside. But when our hands come together, he's punching, I drill into the second fist, and now he can't sweep me aside, even if I pick up my foot. Then I can turn into the third fist to seize here. That's if I'm doing ward-off, roll back, press, and push. In this particular one, I come up into the first fist this way, and then I turn my waist and flip this over into the second fist. So now he can't elbow strike me, you see, because I'm controlling these 2 centers. Whereas if I was like this, he could fold and elbow strike me. Now what's really important to understand is when I lift this up, right, I don't turn this over with force. Give me some strength. I don't turn that over with force. I lift it up, and this coming up is the rise drill. And then when I step and release the yow, the shoulder, elbow, wrist, fall, overturn. So there I just released all those things, and you saw it really degraded his posture. Now, if I were here and I go to like pull, I get myself stuck. If I go to muscle him this way, we both get in a big muscle fight. Instead, I release. Right? And the posture collapses. So it's very important that when you're doing a movement, so if I'm doing the movement to come into Repulse Monkey, I don't like turn my hands because they turn in the form and tuck my shoulder and try to strike you and pull back. But I wave the hands like banners with my center. So I'm raising up, I'm coming up from pressing the front foot, I'm coming up and coiling out, right? This comes here to protect my groin if you come forward. But then when I step, I release the spine away from the head, and the shoulder, elbow, wrist, root, middle, tip releases and falls and overturns. So this arm turns because as my body is stepping, the connection of the tissue inside creates little areas of potential energy. So the musculature in my body made this arm want to turn over. I just had to release what was preventing it from turning over. And you see when that happens, he's in trouble. Now also, when I'm in this fist like this, if I'm trying to hold him with force, he can push into me and get to me. But when this is soft and he pushes in, you see, I don't even notice it, right? But he's using quite a bit of force to try to push in on me. You know, your emptiness will reflect their power if you allow enough of it to be there. So when I wave the banner of my arm, I flip it over by coiling in and coiling out, turning this yow back and forth, right along the center axis. And this, now even if he's holding me light, I can spin his body around by that connection. But if I try to like use muscle, you see? That was good. It shows that you were trying to get me every time. But if I don't use that muscle, you're not getting me.